Well. Me, Alexyz, I'm a multifaceted man. People know me as a cartoonist. Every day is as different as I am. I wanted to be a football player, right? I was selected for the Bombay Junior Football Trial and I almost played for Bombay. But at that time, when I went to the Cooperage ground for the trials, I was kicked on my leg. And then I didn't know what to do with my life because I wanted to be a football player like Pele and nothing more than a football player. And ever since then, I always say I'm suffering from pneumonia. After school, I started working as a typist, then as a stenographer, then as a storekeeper, and I said, this is not life for me. So I said, let me join college and find out what is good for me. So I joined St. Xavier's College, and that was the turning point in my life. St. Xavier's, what I went through, changed me into a simple guy, into a guy with a purpose, with a sense of something that I should do in life. Well, I was born as Alex Rafael Fernandez, but I took the name of Alexyz because Alex Fernandez is a very common name. There was this Greek movie called Zorba the Greek, and his name was Alexyz Zorba. And my friends in advertising started calling me Alexyz. And then when I started cartooning, I said I'll better christen myself Alexyz. That's how I got to be called as Alexyz. I started cartooning basically to create social awareness. And I, as a cartoonist, I've done my best whatever I could. I have impacted a lot of people, so it is not for me to say. It is for people to tell me, Alexyz, that we enjoyed your cartoons, we love your cartoons, we love you. That is good enough for me. That is good enough for me. I must tell you, the man whom, in a way, silently mentored me was Mario Miranda. When I decided to do cartooning, I said, let me meet this guy, Mario Miranda, who was very popular at that time. I went to his cubicle in Times of India with a lot of my cartoons, and I knocked on his cubicle door and I said, Mario, kaun kar rahe? And Mario welcomed me inside, saw my cartoons, and he said, wow. And that is how I began cartooning professionally in the Bombay newspaper. Well, the best years of I call them my glory years actually, was when I joined the Herald. The Herald was a budding new newspaper, and that was the time when the problem of world's most popular, most spoken language, Konkani, was being fought for. We had to fight for our own language to become the state language. And it stirred a lot of emotions in the Goan people. Until today, a lot of Goans talk about that cartoon. So with the freedom that the Herald newspaper gave me, my cartoons were very bold, and definitely they upset a lot of politicians. But I must give you a very nice anecdote. When I went to France, I met a Goan family, and Mr. Lawrence Pereira, he told me my nephew knows him, and his name was Remet. And Remet told me, I know you, Alexyz. During the language agitation, we used to wait for your cartoon. They used to inspire us to do roadblocks. The most unforgettable one was when I had my exhibition in the House of Commons, and I was invited by Keith Vaz, MP for Leicester, and he organized my exhibition in the House of Commons in England. The ex-Prime Minister of England, John Major, I met him and I introduced myself, Mr. John Major, I'm Alexyz Minor. The first book on Goa I did was Goa Paradise Lost. That was 20 years back. And then after that, I did Goa Going Gone. Then I did a book called Oh to Be in Goa. I was commissioned by the Theatre Academy of Goa. So I did 100 cartoons on theatres. I love trekking. I was responsible of initiating two events that are still going very strong in Goa. That was the Festival of Plants and Flowers and the Sanjao Boat Parade. Both of these have lasted the test of time. They are more than 30 years old and still running strong. I love doing sports cartoons. I love writing poems. They said, Alexyz, you are not only a good cartoonist, but you are also a good poet. And that was very gratifying. And also I had my exhibition. I was invited by Kundasa Orient to have an exhibition in Portugal. And at that exhibition, there were over 60 European cartoonists. Two of us who participated among the 60 were awarded a special trophy for humor. I was one of them. That was another big occasion for me. Cartooning is an occupational hazard. If you cannot be in the opposition and if you can't say what you feel, then it's not worth being a cartoonist. Well, sad to say, the cartooning scene is not what it was, say, even 5 or 10 years ago. Today, most of the papers are bought by industrialists and they don't give you the freedom that you would want to do as a cartoonist. And that is not only in Goa, that is everywhere. And that is why a lot of young people don't want to be cartoonists, because those days of doing cartooning as you wanted to, if you were passionate about it and you felt very strongly about what was happening around, is not possible now. Well, I would say enjoy life, whatever it is. You make the best of life, because life is good. Life is wonderful. Look at life positively. See, life is laughter and tears. There is nothing smooth in life. There are ups, there are downs, there are highs, there are lows. You have to look on positive things of life, and you can get by. Have laughter that you can spread around, and you will live a good life, and you make others live a good life too. If you have not laughed today, you have wasted your life.